the Great Conjunction, December 2020. On December 21, the year 2020 will end with a special astronomical event, the closest great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn since 397 years. So the planets will almost touch in the sky. Planets visible in the sky in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. My country, of course. Saturn. Pity it's below the horizon, but that doesn't matter. It's only about the directions. So on December 21st at 10 o'clock p.m. Saturn have an azimuth of 271. Here I have Jupiter, also in Amsterdam, on December 21st at 10 o'clock. Just like Saturn. So this one have an azimuth of 270.95. That's for Jupiter. And Saturn have an azimuth of 271.05. That's only like a tenth of a degree difference. Amsterdam. I place this compass here, pointed to the north, of course, and the azimuth for Amsterdam for Saturn was 271.05. That would be around here. So we can more or less use the same direction for Jupiter, because it's on the same line about. So let's move to the equator, on the same longitude line as Holland. On the same date. There is 1 hour time difference compared to Holland. This is 0 hour and Holland is plus 1 hour. So we take 1 hour off here, and then it's 2100. So let's see. The azimuth of Jupiter is 249, and here we have Saturn. That have an azimuth of 249.56. So that's almost on the same line. So I will only use Jupiter's line. So let's place a compass on the equator along the same longitude line as Holland. And place Jupiter's line on an azimuth of 249.47. That would be around here. 249. Let's move a little bit to the east, to Australia, which have a time zone of 9.5 hours, 9.5 hours, 9.5 hours. Katarina, Australia. So this is a day later. So that means it's 6:30 here AM. I have here this time zone converter, which calculates the time difference. GMT to GMT 9.5 plus, of course. So it was 9 p.m. on the equator. 9 p.m. on the equator is 6:30 a.m. in Australia. 6:30 a.m. Katarina in Australia. And the azimuth of Jupiter is 121.52. And here we have Saturn, of course, a day later. And azimuth is 121.41. So that's again on the same line as Jupiter. So let's place a compass on Catherine in Australia with an azimuth of 121.52. $121 and a little bit. You see that? Like I showed many times before, I added one more location that is on the 50 longitude west, but it doesn't matter. I also added the sun direction for those locations. Here I am on the equator on the 50 longitude west. And this have a time zone of -3, so it will be 1800 hour here, and it's 21st of December. This have an azimuth of 244. That is Jupiter. And here we have Saturn. This have an azimuth of 245. So that's again very close, not even a tenth of a degree. So we put them in the same line again. We place the compass here, pointed to the north. And then put a line with an azimuth of 244. Let me switch this off. 244 and a little bit. So I also added the sun direction. At 10 p.m. the sun had an azimuth of 298 in Amsterdam. That would be around here. And for the sun on the equator, which have a time zone of plus 0 hour, so we take an hour off compared to Amsterdam, and then the sun have an azimuth of 236. That would be in this direction. And here we have the sun direction for Catherine, Australia. This is at the same moment. It's 6:30 a.m. here, in the time zone of 9.5 hours plus. That is the same moment as Jupiter here in Australia. So this is an azimuth of 113. 113. Now for the 50 longitude west at the 1800 hour. 1800 hour for Jupiter and Saturn. And here we see an azimuth of 246 and a little bit. That would be in this direction. You see that? Let's zoom out again. How do we explain this with the current models? We cannot even model this up on the so-called globe and not on the fold open globe map. Don't look for solutions with different maps where the continents are shifted, because that makes only things more worse. And you must look for another solution to solve this riddle. On the current models, the Sun travels on December 21st over the Tropic of Capricorn. So to keep the direction, I have to keep this line, of course, and I have to place it on the Tropic of Capricorn, but also for the other locations. Here on the equator, the sun already set in this direction, so people don't see the sun anymore here on this small distance. That's a little bit strange, don't you think so? And the people on those locations really need the celestial bodies on this place. Here, the people in Australia see this sunrise at 5:46. So they really see the sun, and the people here on the equator just seen it set. Here, sunset, 17:45. And for the people on the 50 longitude west, the sun is still visible. Just like it's still visible here in Australia. This sun for the 50 longitude west, and here in Australia, both visible. You cannot model this up on any map, so you better look for different solutions, because this is really what people see. Maybe this baller like to model it up on his tiny globe. Please model it up.
Houston, we have a problem.